Before I transmigrated here I heard a paradox that happened. There was a boat sailing on the sea, where every time a wooden board rotted, it was immediately replaced. Once a wooden board was replaced, this process continued until every single item was replaced with something new. Is this boat considered the original boat? The human body is made from the fundamental particles. From the day you were born, there would not be a single moment when the body stopped evolving. The evolution rate is actually faster than people think. The elements that make up your body today would be vastly different than yesterday. It would seemingly be completely different from a few years before, but we still think that it's you. The you today and the you a few years ago would be the same person. But why? A thing isn't just its original foundation, nor is it the elements that forms the object, but it's the internal structure of the being, and its relationship with the elements. And how the being exists within the space-time continuum. Even if the constitution is the same, it doesn't mean that they're the same thing. They have to exist within the same space-time continuum for that to happen. The boat never stops switching its parts. Until all its parts are switched, throughout the process, it still has space-time continuity. It's like how the human body constantly changed, but it doesn't affect its own space-time continuity. Even if the board of the boat changes 1,000 times, it will never impact the same thing. So that means, are they the people who got their souls taken away by you earlier on? To be more specific, it wasn't taken from me, but by my weapon spirit. The souls would be concentrated around my weapon spirit's core to be stored. But maintaining the weapon spirit's form is through my own strength. If my power is damaged, then the weapon spirit's form would not be stable. My previous strength feels like it's been washed by that collar. Its nature became way too unstable. The container where masters must be because of this. That's why it caused so many accidents, and all the souls escaped. But why would these souls be attached to such an ordinary item? Don't tell me. The nature of my strength was. This won't do. I have to test out my idea. Looking to the left and right. Come out, my weapon spirit. Ah, master, look, he wants to attack the injured now. Evil beast, don't be ungrateful. Huh? What are you doing? No reaction. Why is nothing happening? That can't be right, my ability isn't activated. What's going on? He wasn't successful? The breadth of his power is completely different from before. It's wrong, this is wrong, it's out of control. I lost control of my power? I'll activate it again. Come look, what's wrong with that guy? Floating there. The soul is being stabilized. Thank you, Savior. Who the hell is your savior? Hold on, my strength turned into being given to the weapon spirit? Wrong, that's impossible. I can't create a soul out of thin air. These souls existed from the start. Only stabilize them onto a new item. I can't absorb other souls anymore. All because of this person, all because of you, my aspirations are all destroyed. I want to kill you. Ow. What are you biting me for? Hold on, if I have this type of power, my ancestors' souls all return back to the godly tree. After the human race killed my ancestors, they burned down the godly tree. But I have endless power, and I can change the nature of my power. Isn't it possible to revive the godly tree from our race? Once the godly tree is revived and the souls of my ancestors are found, I can use my own strength. I can let them finally be by my side again. Father, mother, patriarch, grand teacher, my friends. Does my body taste so bad to make you cry like this? I'm sorry, please forgive me for being unreasonable. I know you're strong, even though I don't know why you treat me so well. But please make sure to help me again. Help me revive my race's godly tree. Your race's godly tree? Ah? What happened to it? My planting skills are pretty good, but I don't know if the godly tree he mentioned is even a plant or not, even though this is a cultivation world. The godly tree was destroyed by the human race. What? I only heard that the human race was bullied by the demon race before. I've never heard of the demon race being bullied by the human race. The tree was burned down. Plants are afraid of fire, but its vitality is equally as strong. Just like how grass can't be burned out by a prairie fire and grows with the spring breeze, if the roots of the plant below weren't burned away, maybe it can still be saved, but I have to personally come look at it. If I can't see that specific situation, I won't know how to tell him any of my methods. But there will always be a chance. Thing is, why am I putting in so much effort to help him? He impersonated me earlier on, scared me to the point I trembled when entering the city. Thank goodness those aunties knew my character, or else I would have become a scapegoat. I can help you, but can you agree to a few of my conditions? If you can revive the godly tree, and wait for my race to come back, if you want my life I'll give it to you. Why did you need to exaggerate? Why would I want your life? I can't be full from that. I only need you to agree, to not do bad things anymore. If you don't do bad things, I won't need to take the blame anymore. Let me go. Otherwise I know that it isn't your intention. If helping to revive your family's godly tree would stop your obsession, then promise me you won't go kill people so freely anymore. To let go of that hatred, no matter what they did anyway. To think as if nothing ever happened? Isn't that a little too cruel? That day, the hatred that was born on that day was the only reason I persisted until today. It's a bit ridiculous to say that the human race destroyed our race. But it's the human race that reignited my hope to revive my race. I agree with you. Ah, not bad, not bad, cleanse your mind and body of evil. Then let's go back to the wooden house to prepare a bit. It's still my first time to travel so far away, it feels like there's still a lot of things to prepare. Master, you agreed just like that? I have my own arrangements. If I leave my home, I still need to arrange a bit. I don't even know how much time I'll have to spend on this trip. I still have livestock that can't leave my sight. Now the home has sweeping, daily maintenance, taking care of the backyard, getting money to buy vegetables. Yefeng and Yunfeng still have their father who doesn't know if it's them or not. Since their misunderstanding is solved, it's better for them to stay for a little longer to understand each other better. For those cultivators, I have to find a reason to let them return back to their homes. I can't feed so many mouths. On the road I need to repair the car, cook on my own, and make medicine if I'm sick. Right, I need a bodyguard. Alright, it's settled. Eh? Master is going on a trip? Yes, before I go I still have a lot of things to prepare, especially transportation. I don't want to walk there, you cultivators can fly on a sword. Transportation? Master is indeed a master. To conceal his power he doesn't want to use his power. This is cultivation, cultivation. But why won't you bring us along? The name list of who's going. Because they look very dependable. Why? I understand why you didn't bring me, but why is the small fox there? This little fox is very picky about her food. If I'm gone, I'm afraid no one else can feed her, and on the road, she can be a partner to others. That's true, among us, no one can surpass Master's skills. Tushan Fox race is one of the 10 largest demon races. In the demon realm, their placement adjacent to where the griffin is. Speaking of which, is it merely a coincidence that the most important individuals of 2 races are absent? The little fox was being chased, for the deer, his entire race was destroyed. Who the hell's the deer? Whatever it is, whoever's coming is settled. Now I'll prepare some food and supplies. Food, water, daily necessities, self-defense items, some money for the travel, and a map, and we need to plan our route. Speaking of which, since I arrived here, I haven't ventured outside Dian's city at all. Protecting his little life. How is not going anywhere other than Dian's city even possible? Hold on, when Master says this, he must have some profound meaning to it. I think he wants to test us, even though I only have limited knowledge of the demon race area. The regions involved pertain only to those who inherited part of the golden-winged rock race's territory. If we want to quickly get to our destination, we need to understand these 10 demon races and their specific geographical locations. Jimeng race, humanoids with dragon heads. This race excels in weather manipulation. They possess a majestic appearance, often seen in armor adorned with dragon scales, and are known for their bravery and ferocity. Baizi race, they are knowledgeable in many aspects, ranging from astronomy and geography to daily life. They can look back into the past and foresee the future. Individuals of this race exude a scholarly and elegant demeanor, and are good in the art of word spirits. Fei Dan race, being on the path of grass and wood, they're similar to wood and good in handling wood spirits. They appear to be human-like, but look slightly clumsy. They are low-key, preferring not to argue or fight, and exercise caution. The Ci Tai race is ugly, and they are arrogant and unreasonable. But this race has the strength similar to mountains, and are proficient in blacksmithing. Many peerless weapons come from their hands. The griffin race's appearance is like a carving. Their heads grow horns, and live on top of the ancient trees. relying on absorbing thousands of beings' essences for food while having the ability to transform essences into their strength. Quite a lot of weapon spirits come from this race. The Chongming bird race has 2 eyeballs simultaneously within 2 of their eye sockets, so it was nicknamed by people as Chongming, or repeated eyes. The power of their eyes allows them to bewitch other people's mind and see through their thoughts and abilities. The golden winged rock race has an extraordinary background, with some beings supported by ancient gods, and often rely on their power and become unruly. Tushan fox race is one of the ancient races, with 9 tails being the strongest within the race, but with time and various fights, the strength of 9 tails hasn't appeared for a long time. Beyond that there's the Kirin race, Hun Tun race, Tao Tai race. The place we need to go, if we follow the shortest route, we will pass by at least 2 territories occupied by the demon race. The griffin and demon fox race are connected. If we can safely pass through, we can reach the fox race, then organize supplies. The golden winged rock race is on the outermost area. We previously fought before, and they definitely are scared of me. This is better for us. The next layer is to differentiate the Bai Zi, Chongming and Tun Tai races. I'd personally recommend the more reasonable Bai Zi race. Next is the Tushan fox race. When it's time, it all comes down to you. Don't worry, my dad was very convinced last time. Boss, I've been to the demon race territories before, such and such, such and such. This means we'll pass by the little fox's home. I've raised you for 1,000 days, but used you once. Hold on, if her family knew I wanted to eat their daughter. We have to go back home? But I haven't cultivated to 9 tails yet. I plan to return after cultivating 9 tails to honor my ancestors. Turns out it's been brought forward. But right now, Master needs me. It's also my time to shine and radiate now. Even if I don't have 9 tails when I return, with my current power being closer to 8 tails, I'm more powerful than the current Tushan elders. Maybe I'll be able to give my enemy the killing blow when I return this time, and let them know not to bully my race's people. This is really a big opportunity for me. I have to make sure I take the opportunity well. Daddy, you guys better wait for little Moo. Glory to the ancestors. Where did I avenge them? Where did it go wrong? It turned into something not cute at all. In short, the route was settled just like that. After comforting the girls who couldn't go, Jiang Chen hauled his tired body to start preparing food for the road. That green one is still a vegetarian. I'll prepare it separately. Fermenting food isn't a bad choice either. Humph? Master, I beg you to please reconsider. Even though we are women, but we are strong in various lands. I know this too. You all are the strongest of the strongest people. The weakest one is me, alright. It's not that I don't trust you guys, it's exactly the opposite. Women are very thoughtful, and are meticulous in many aspects. Once I go on this trip, I'm not sure when I'll come back. I still need people to handle the small and large chores in the house. I'll be rest assured when I hand it over to you. Oh right, once Master leaves, the rest of us are left at home. If their master calls for reinforcements, then the people facing the battle is us. This isn't him not trusting us. This is giving us the biggest amount of trust, trusting that we have the ability to stand shoulder to shoulder with Master's strength. Master put his most precious house and is rest assured when he hands it to us. We will complete this task well. To be honest, it's also because your parents are all too scary. If there's an accident, I can't take responsibility for it. Once the home is taken care of. Currently on the other side of the courtyard. Absorbing the courtyard's midday essence. Looks like it recovered very nicely. This courtyard contains the spiritual energy of heaven and earth. Once wooden things absorb it, it's almost akin to giving water to a fish. I've heard about it before. Please bring me along. If I go, I'll definitely bring you along, but if you do, your form would be exposed in front of Master. I think if we greet him it would be better. I don't know why, I must go. I always had a feeling there's something waiting for me. I think I forgot about something important, but I have a feeling the answer will be right in front. I'll come with you, wait for me. Wooden boards, using a mortise and tenon structure, with wooden frames as the main structural idea. The joints of each component are matched using a mortise and tenon structure to create a flexible frame, bucket type, beam lifting type, dry well type. Why is it so loud and noisy? I want to go too. Master, Senior Boss, are you okay? Please bring me along. I was still late by a single step. This is not my problem. I don't recognize him.